What's going out? I'm not sure it's supposed to. No, it's I'm sure I'll fix it that way. It's old. It's one. Wait. Oh, that was insane. Dude, I want to get the. I want to erase him. He's a good fighter. Oh, maybe Yale? Maybe some less. Oh god.
This is Shadows of Fate.
Freeze!
Illusion shattered.
Push your luck.
Shine down.
Freeze! Wind blade! With the wind! Cool it!
There is no escape.
Dodge this!
Let me scribe. Fate is upon you.
Freeze! Do it, frostbite! Wind blade!
Illusion shattered.
Cool it!
Shine down.
Dodge this! Ready to rumble! Freeze! Wind blade! Is this an answer from this world?
Tôi ngon nhìn không có tiền tệ đùa. Không muốn.
Come with me.
There is no escape!
Disappear! Wind blade! This moment will be fun.
Power that can fight! Shine down!
With the wind!
The hunted.
Free!
Illusion shattered! Take this!
Almost full. But wait, what is a strong filter?
Add Astra. Add Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing. Add Astra. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
This one. This one.
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
I'm looking for surprise and
Leave it
I'm
to
just in
me.
the fire. As I on the fire into the ice. Oh, there she is.
Here we are, right outside her place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought up, and when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, we probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye? Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
That is close. Isn't she?
Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special.
That's what I'm
Expected of that. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello? How can you make more connections?
You are literally sometimes annoying.
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait,
I was
you're the illuminated bird? But you look...
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging...
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place! In fact, Paimon can think of several examples, like that time when you suddenly appeared on top of a roof without any warning, or...
like last year. Wait, you? I feel. That's bad.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless...
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all.
Well...
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts.
Are you telling from
On the
Imitsuno?
contrary.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty.
Yeah. Fondness.
Right.
Well,
So by
I forgot my one
Sunday,
is my module.
we'll see Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into a human form?
If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's...
If I ever get back use, I wish I could just keep the paper.
Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Huh. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes, and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
Overclocked mother weapons? Like, I thought so. Oh, man. Man, not sure I said about the training card. I can't even beat a flying moon guide, and that thing's hard. I mean, it's hard with all those.
We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer? Guess we have no idea Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why aren't you standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go ahead with her.
But why?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously.
Fair enough, makes
Cloud Retainer?
Oh,
Is that lady someone you know, Ms. Ganyu?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huishi, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although... Thank you.
Dang, busted! You know, we should get more clip.
it's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time.
You are quite mistaken.
Seems she's not buying it.
That was...
You missed her! We all know you missed her.
But recognizing you is,
One was simply...
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got some...
Oh, is that so?
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting.
I understand.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you
Wait,
have
I
to do
remember the scene from that video.
one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body. It still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Cloud Retainer! Stop!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless.
Why haven't you seen the battle? This would be fun.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Yue High Pavilion.
Did you help me with something? Can you?
Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh.
You really think so? Not that you're...
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements.
I want this primordial
One
one.
thinks such a thing to be possible.
Can you?
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with...
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer her...
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Want to see Zhongli? See how much he's doing? Oh man, we had to pay for this. Ooh. Electric tickets good.
Not exactly.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent Although I did not live through such tragedy, Simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral
Wait, did you
understanding
live through the
of all
war?
the pain and desperate. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not, the books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds.
That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you.
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world.
Mine is Logan, but children relatable.
That's a relief.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenta? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Night?
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer.
I
I introduced Shenta to her employer personally. One restaurant's business has been booming recently.
So with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shaolin still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenta to staff the restaurant.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One is... Now, it is almost time to partake in the vittles.
But didn't you just say...
Can that wait until after?
You may return to your work, Ganyu.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See ya.
See you around, Ganyu!
Have a nice day.
Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Zhongli?
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Please don't tell me to. Wait a minute.
Playing up the whole mysterious
You don't tell me to the elemental dogs that I have to get switched
Is it
elements.
because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
I want to hear you. And I'm not want to get killed. Gee. Share?
You get what I'm saying? How can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, huh?
I will kill you both of
I'm
you.
far more interested in getting the details than ordering any dishes. Hey,
Okay.
how about you do it? No.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering.
What would you like to order?
Nah, bro. Aether will commit murder.
2 servings of more meat to go.
They are scared. Shit, huh? Shit.
Welcome. It's been a while.
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this...
This is mischievous.
Master?
Huh?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
She's like,
Is something the matter? Hardly.
One simply learned of your employment from your mother and came to check on...
And check out the great food.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shen? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shen. So I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know when things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
how come I did not know this? I usually get mail easily. that's
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wan Min Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenna? It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Oh, how should I...
sounds reasonable.
Oh, a sensible plan. And you, Master, how have you been? Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking. I see. Oh, just as expected of Master.
Just yeah, listen.
I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've... Oh, you did...
Whoa. Her mood shot up just like...
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu? Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with...
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master... Oh? Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter, please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in response. Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
What kind of device?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles. Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest.
Have you been lonely, Master?
Lonely? At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights. 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous. What is the reason for that look?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, I'm just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
To me, they are both, Master. One is the Master that's widely...
This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate...
She got like...
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Bye, Shin. Yeah.
Alright, good luck with the one.
I'll try my best.
Shin nggak kenal deh.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights, and the dishes here demonstrate no shortage.
Everything's so tasty. A bit too hot at times, but still.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny? But it smells so delightful.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy.
Okay, excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you?
Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
I don't mind.
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Shuyu, and this is my granny.
Granny?
Yep. Is there something wrong with...
No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
Yeah, a lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks.
Clouded?
Granny?
Oh, have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground. No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that? Right, that's what...
Need help? Oh, do you need... Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. She's always saying things that sound kind of confusing. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately. They died young. But it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love...
Wow, you're really tough for your...
You're too kind. And me? Oh, you're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be...
Huh? That sounds super important.
It was just a dream. You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
I do not want to get the exorcist.
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear, and her breathing remains calm and level.
Are you sure?
Bible, we teamed up with the exorcist
Who do you
point.
take me for? Is one not an adept?
You're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert.
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me.
A younger version of Granny.
This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on?
Wait a minute.
As one said, fate must have brought us together.
Are you sure?
Paimon's Paimon.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you...
Oh, we don't need any payment for this. You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do? All we have to go off is that dream.
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the step.
Sounds like a plan. So, Grandma...
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds.
Okay.
I might have once when I was really little. My dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books.
A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinjo knows tons about Liyue chivalric traditions. If anyone knows about...
Are you leaving already?
I'll go order some food, Granny.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler? Oh!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace.
Can we go catch up?
What's up?
It's you two.
Shincho! Great, we found you! We wanted to...
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure. I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels.
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits in bandit camps. The people, all they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of other worlds. After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat...
Thanks a lot, Shincho. We knew it...
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story, but it was just out of personal curiosity.
Well, Paimon's still...
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of three places. Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Jingyun Peak. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those three places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her. You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuendai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together.
You got a party?
It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide from something.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the...
That's a deal. Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more fantastical than any...
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Shinto! A drought... Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too! Shinto, are droughts super common in Liyue?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them. Like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several... The crops withered, the stream...
That sounds...
Yeah, still. As terrible as they say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Yanyan and the Paimon hopes that Granny Yuan died. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Shinto.
It's no problem at all.
I'm out of here. Huh? Yeah.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank you. Straight word, pig. What has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet...
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal...
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden?
Well, the inquiry is approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping!
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
Shinto has a theory, but let's save it for when you and Miss Yundai have your...
Do not be troubled, young lady.
What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your...
According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianhan. Maybe... That's my... I don't have many memories of him. But there was this one time, I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils. I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweet. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take...
Thank you.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something?
Sure thing.
I have a secret I want to tell you.
That's it. What?
What's wrong? Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant, but are you guys all...
Oh! How about that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an...
Must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain.
One is indeed an adeptus.
Huh?
I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminate. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all ick. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool adeptus house. And I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy. So I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's...
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
That's weird. Was it really just a... Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway.
Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, let's go to one...
Okay, how do... Wang Shu, do you remember this place?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, yes.
I'll come with.
I'm still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right?
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come to... If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Dang!
What was she like during the... Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
An impressive imitation. Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe. You may be unaware, but her talent with Adepti sigils is just as formidable as her skill in mechanics. The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn.
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture it. But what...
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape when dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggle?
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago, when she...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Granny, are you okay?
Back then...
Perhaps this conversation should end here. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are...
Dang,
Everyone! I think Granny is finally beginning to...
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
I got this 2 blocks.
A
These two.
long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
So what Shinto said was true! You did fall ill! Was that why you...
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn. One day I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. Sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant.
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years, and it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check?
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only.
Hey, you're not useless.
No.
You've done so. Oh, fret not, dear
One's
child.
useless.
Granny was just a bit frustrated.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us...
Next location. There isn't really a landmark there, so where should we After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today! At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time!
The problem is you and I. What is more fun? Where the key at? You are, we are. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. I'm in love with the shape of you. We go out on our first date.
Yeah! Windblade!
Can't catch me! Paimon sees an abandoned house! Why don't we take a break over there?
This place.
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Shou, this is where your father was born. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge and I remember that night. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath.
Sin?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my eventually. The house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Shou. But you're always going to be different from me. I
don't care what you meant.
You're too sweet. All right. Let's not stand.
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Qingyun Peak. Yuan Dai, how fares your health?
I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting.